Welcome back, y'all. Let's quickly recap what happened last episode. We spent about an hour trying to unnecessarily figure out how movement works in this game, costed the town of Remington, then helped an extremely naive group of pirates suss out their comrade. Y'all may be wondering why I'm on a brand new account. Meet iPass Butter. Why does he exist? Well, last episode I said I wanted to take on the Shield of Arav and Misthalin Mystery, and if I recall correctly, Shield of Arav requires like the power of friendship to complete, and since I don't have any, I figured I'd just create this bald little fella here and yeah, use him to circumnavigate that restriction. Now it says on the quest requirements that he should be around combat level 10 to complete this, so I'm actually going to do Misthalin Mystery on him instead of Tough Build, and hopefully that will give him some combat XP, and if not, he'll just train on cows or something until he's ready. So yeah, let's get started. Help! Help! Start the Misthalin Mystery quest? Oh yeah. What has happened here? We were invited to a house party on an island not far from here. Something felt wrong about the whole thing, but we went anyways. The house seemed pretty creepy, but everything was going fine, and we were all having a good time, and that's when we got attacked. I tried to save her. Huey bought me enough time to find an old boat. I went back to get him, but it was too late. I'm scared he won't make it. You have to do something. Oh god, this freaking rat's interrupting the dialogue. Ugh. Get out of here, dude. Well, at least I get some combat XP from this. I mean, it's kind of understandable. He probably just wants revenge for his brethren on Tutorial Island. Yeah, get cooked, idiot. Alright, where was I? Okay, can't get away with this. Shouldn't you just, like, get this guy a doctor first or something? Like, he looks like he's not in the greatest shape. I mean, his entire midsection is basically missing, so I don't know, man. Looks like he's probably gone. Anyways, what do you want me to do? That psycho is still out there. You have to bring them to justice. Oh yeah, I got you, sis. The boat we escaped on is just over there. I assume it's this thing. You can use it to get to the island. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll see what I can do. What island is she even talking about? I don't even see it on the world map. Well, I guess we'll find out. What? Oh, this is like a private instance or something? Yeah, I think so. I don't see my character indicator, so I'm guessing this is a private instance. Wait, this looks exactly like Drainer Manor, and there's also there's a little shady figure in the corner. Okay, I mean, that's obviously the killer, right? Like, just watching me. It doesn't seem like I can get to him in any way. Doesn't have a combat level, so it doesn't look like I can fight him. Can't shoot him with arrows, so... Alright, into, what is clearly Drainer Manor we go. The door is securely locked. I'll have to find the key. Okay. Seriously, this place is basically identical. Like, I'm pretty sure even that little painting all the way back there is in the exact same place in Drainer Manor. The fountain, too. And this is where the hidden room is supposed to be. Although it looks like there's a mirror here instead. I think I also just saw an NPC. Oh yeah, I see him. Some guy called Sid. It doesn't look like you can search this fountain, unlike the fountain from Ernest the Chikin. There is a bucket though. I don't recall that in Ernest the Chikin. No piranhas this time. Well, I have a search option to... Oh, okay. Cutscene. Woo! Party on, bro. Okay. I'm guessing that's the guy we saw earlier. Whoa, dude. That wind totally felt like someone breathing down my neck. Oh, whoa, not cool, bro. Who even invited you here? Like, dude, I'm feeling woozy. Gar. Okay, how long is this? I see light. Erg. This kind of reminds me of that one scene in Midsummer Night's Dream where Nick Bottom takes like an eternity to die. Gargle, gargle, dot. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Glarg, help me. Okay, we get it. Okay, alright. Okay, dude. Alright, Sid collapses to the ground in a crumpled mess. As he falls down, he spots something shiny fall out of his shirt pocket and into the barrel of water. It's awfully convenient. Gosh, that was so horrible and drawn out. Yeah, it was. Erg. Oh wow, he's still going. Dot. Okay, alright, okay, I get it. I get it, game. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Dot. Okay, just walks away. Gah, I've got to find a way into that house and stop this maniac. Can't I just like kick over the barrel of water and run him down? I wonder what it was that I saw fall into that barrel. Alright, let's search this. The barrel is full of rainwater. I can't see what's inside there. There's no option to kick it over, so maybe I use this tiny bucket in my inventory to empty the barrel. Okay, that works. Okay, key at the bottom of the barrel. Cool, cool. Alright, Ernest the Chikin Part 2, here we come. So right away I noticed there's a knife on the table, so I'm gonna take that, and he doesn't despawn, so I'm assuming it's a quest item. The doorknobs are all different colors, and okay, well, perhaps these correspond to different keys. Yeah, I think they do. They correspond to, oh, maybe not. Okay, it's just a cutscene. Alright, Phil Leotardo coming out of the closet. Gurgle! Please don't take 5 minutes to die. No! Bro, chill, she was just trying to read. He'd just bury her bones back into the closet. He goes, okay, I guess. Like, is that like a magical closet? What's this? A note? I guess I should read it. Okay, you take a copy of the note. Isn't murder just a work of art? Beautiful yet haunting like the blade of a knife as we wander through the valley of death. It's a bit of a disconnected poem. The start of every sentence is capitalized. I don't know if that's like normal in poems. I guess it probably is, right? Plus, I don't think IBA really forms anything. So I'm guessing this isn't really some sort of conventional cipher. It's just like a hint. Okay, murder, work of art. Beautiful, haunting, like the blade of a knife. Okay, well, we have a knife as we wander through the valley of death. Okay, I mean, we gotta look for something that relates to a valley, I think. Either outside or in this house. So, I mean, I don't think valleys exist indoors, so, you know, maybe let's go outside first. Okay. Doesn't really look like there's anything there. And I can't get through to the other side, so I'm guessing it has to do with something indoors then. Not sure how you would find a valley indoors. As we wander through the valley of death, isn't murder just a work of art? Painting of a valley, maybe? I can't go upstairs. I see some paintings here, but neither of them are of valleys. I know I saw this one in Father Ernie's shack a couple of episodes ago, although I didn't get the footage for it. Nothing here. Is that a valley? A gloomy looking valley. Okay. So I'm guessing I use a knife on this and then... Aha! You slash open the painting, revealing a hidden storage compartment. Okay. Hell yeah. I get a ruby key, which means I can unlock this door? Well, it says red topaz, so probably not. Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. Okay, it's this door. Can I go into this room as well? Okay, so it looks like all the doors with brown handles you don't need a key to get into. That's a white door, so can't go beyond this room. And we just came from this room, so whatever it is we have to do to unlock the white door, or maybe one of these other doors, it has to be located within this room here. And there's a barrel right here with a fuse, so seems like it's pretty obvious that it's this thing. Okay, cool. Oh, the fuse is too damp to light. Okay, maybe something in these crates will help us. Okay, it doesn't look like it. Perhaps if we try it a couple more times. I don't think this will work, but let's just give it a try. Okay, yeah. Okay, well, the next obvious solution is just to light a bunch of fires around it, yeah? So it's a good thing I brought my axe. Although the fact that I brought my axe and it wasn't one of the items I could pick up makes me think that lighting a bunch of fires around it is not the solution. And what I mean by that is, like, there's a knife here, right? Which I needed to get the key in this painting, and there are a bunch of tinder boxes on the shelf here. So, you know, seems like every item we've used so far has been located within the manor itself. So I'm guessing that this will also not work, actually. I haven't seen an axe lying around. Like, there weren't any axes in the crates or anything. Like, this is just the axe that I brought with me from Tutorial Island. Oh my god, dude, how long does it take to light a fire? Is he glitched out? Do I have to, like, reset the animation or something? Jeez, that took a while. Let's give this a try. The fuse is too damn to light. Okay, well, I don't really know what to do now. Maybe the white door opens after all? The door is securely locked. Okay, perhaps something in these wardrobes? Okay. Huh. I wonder if I missed a door earlier. Let's check. Okay, so going west. No, I don't think we missed any in this room. Okay, not this room either. Okay, so whatever the solution is, it has to be located in one of these two rooms. Wait, does ash make something less damp? Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, let's try to take a look around these rooms and see if we missed anything. There's nothing particularly interesting. There's some wardrobes, but we've already searched those. There's a painting as well, but we've seen the Misthalin cane painting like 1,000 times by now, so that's not particularly interesting. And I seriously doubt that using a knife on it will do anything. Okay, I didn't think so. There are a couple lit candles here, and there's also a fireplace with a plaque, but it doesn't look like we can interact with it in any particular way. So I'm guessing this room is kind of like a red herring. There's nothing particularly interesting here, which only leaves this room. We've searched all the crates, so there's nothing here. Oh, wait, the candles in this room are unlit, and the candles in this room are lit. Could I light up these candles? Okay, yeah, I can. Okay, well, I'm guessing this is like one part of the puzzle, like maybe something activates when I light up this final candle. Oh, wait, nope, there's one more. You light the candle, the room's sufficiently warm, the fuse should now have dried out. Okay, so I'm not really sure that makes sense, considering that I lit 3 whole campfires, like right next to the barrel. I'm not sure why these tiny candles are more effective for making this less damp, but whatever, we take the dubs where we can get them. Fuse is lit. I should get out of here before it blows. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, let me get the out of here. Okay. Well, I can climb this damaged wall now. Maybe there's something on this side of the manor. Okay, I can just straight up walk into this room. I wonder if I can enter the old room from the north side. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Another fireplace. Some more candles. Wonder if I can light these up too. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, looks like the door to the west room is locked as well. Spooky picture. Let's just try slashing it. Okay, nothing. There's also a piano that you can play, so surely this has something to do with it. This is no time to be playing around. Okay, maybe not. Alright, let's just keep going west and see if we find anything. Okay, another cutscene. Please, stop this. Just let me go. We're gonna play a game. Do you like to play games? No. Yes. Whatever you say. Just don't hurt me. Whether you get hurt or not is entirely up to you. Your fate is in your own hands. What? What do you mean? Leave her alone, you scream jigsaw wannabe. I pass butter. How kind of you to join us. Now, if you say another word, I will end her here right now. Sorry, where were we? Yes, of course. The game. Do you like quests, Lacey? Sure, I like quests. Do you like scary quests? What's your favorite scary quest? I don't know. Oh, come on, you have to have a favorite. Oh, I know. The one where you wake a vampire up from his siesta. Good. And now, for that game I spoke about, I'm going to ask you one question. Get it wrong, and you die. But get it right, and you live. Oh, Gothix, please no. Please don't. I don't want to die. Then, think hard about your answer. You like vampires, so this should be easy for you. The question is this. Who is the vampire that resides in South Misthalin? Interrupt with answer. South Misthalin. I'm pretty sure it's Count Draenor, because Count Check is a random event, and Lord Draken I've never heard of before, although I want to say that I saw a place called Castle Draken, or Draken, I don't know how to pronounce it, when we took a look at Mauritania during Vampire Slayer. Or was it Castle Darkmire? I guess we can check after. Wait, if I interrupt here, is he gonna just get pissed off and kill her anyways? So I probably should say nothing, right? This is like a bait. Oh, yes, I know it. Count Draenor. Hell yeah. Get f***ed, kid. Oh, Lacey. I did tell you to think hard about your answer. Count Draenor is, in fact, a vampire, and he does reside in his manor in Misthalin. But that manor is in West Misthalin. I was talking about Count Check. Thanks for playing, loser. No, you tricked me. This isn't fair. Ask me another. Okay, so like the files random event, the Count Check random event is also in a non-instance location somewhere in this game. Probably somewhere in the swamp then. Oh, rest in peace, Lacey, dude. Oh, man. She's gonna give us another note. Okay. That monster. I have to stop them. Let's see what that new note says. It's like music to my ears. The glorious sounds spelling out your fate. Okay, so I'm guessing this is when we play the piano, because like the crates in Pirate Treasure and like the telescope in the Cove of Endless Dialogue, you often can't interact with quest objects until a certain cutscene has happened or a piece of dialogue has been iterated over. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is kind of cool. Hold on, let me turn the volume on for this. Oh, it stops you playing at 4 notes. That's kind of lame. Well, we do know one thing, which is that whatever we have to play on here is 4 letters long. So that eliminates a lot of different possibilities right away. So some words that come to mind are death, murder, what else? Loss, perhaps, fate. But none of these words are on the scale, and only loss and fate are 4 letters long. I guess dead is another version of this, of death. And you can form DEAD with the letters on the scale, so I'm guessing it's just that. Oh, okay, I guess not. Oh, wait, no, I freaking can't spell. Okay, DEAD. There's a clicking sound as the compartment on the piano unlocks. Okay, nice. That was actually not too bad. Okay, I got an emerald key now. I think I saw an emerald door near the entrance, so yeah, okay, it's right here, I think. Alright, so let's head on over there and see what's in the next room. Ooh, there's a bookshelf in this room, and a skull in the bookshelf. That's highly unusual, so probably something in here. Okay, never mind. Well, I can't go to the east. I can't go to the west. Okay, I can go to the west. So it seems like some of the rooms are like quote-unquote locked, but if you try to open them, a cutscene plays. Why am I the only one who is always left clearing up after everyone? Is that a freaking weapon on the table? Okay, Bandos God Sword. I'm assuming this isn't a very good weapon though, because it's just lying on the table in a novice difficulty quest. So probably like Silverlight or the Blurite Sword. It's one of those weapons that looks really cool, but kind of sucks. Anyways, why am I the one that is always left clearing up after everyone? Hello? Anyone there? Hello? Lacey? Sid? Look how happy she is that someone's potentially coming to clear up this pile of dishes with her. Oh, well, I guess I should probably check it out. No point in staying in this nice, locked room when I can go outside into the creepy darkness. Very true. How else is this scary movie supposed to progress? The walls and doors seem too thick for Mandy to be able to hear you. Oh, and I don't think there's any need to take this big shiny weapon with me in order to defend myself. It's not like anything bad ever happens when people go check out noises in the dark outside of houses. Yeah, can't think of a single time where I've ever seen that actually. You have got to be kidding. Okay, well, here I go. Hello? Anyone out there? Okay, it's gonna come from this closet right here. I'm calling it right now. See, I knew nothing would happen. Must have just been a squirrel or something running about. Oh well, back to the dishes. Phew, that was lucky. Okay, where's he? Predictable. No, why me? So I guess the killer can teleport all over the mansion via the wardrobes. It's kind of cool. That's psycho. He was just toying with her. Well, at least he's responsible enough to get some prayer XP. Oh wait, no, he's just dropping notes. True. Another note. This guy really likes playing games, but this is going to be a game he won't win. Alright, let's see what this one says. Hear at first these words, each murder you witnessed helplessly from start to end as you fail to solve the final letters of this quiz. Okay, so thriller. Razor sharp like a gemstone is the blade of my knife. The last sound you will hear will be your scream's echo. Heed that I will have the final word in this thriller. Okay, so this is another poem, kind of like this one from earlier. Hear at first these words. Okay, so the first words probably matter then. Each each murder you witness helplessly from start to end. I don't really know what that means. As you fail to solve the final letters of this quiz. That makes me think the final word thriller, but there's another sentence that says he that I will have the final word in this thriller, which makes me think the letter R, but it says letters, not letter. So maybe it's the final letter of every final word? Seems like a bit of a stretch. Razor sharp like a gemstone is the blade of my knife. Well, okay, we know that we've been unlocking doors all night that correspond to gem colors. So I'm not really sure what that's about actually, because that does seem relevant to the quest, but doesn't really seem like anything that we don't already know. The last sound you will hear will be your scream's echo. Okay, no clue what this means at all. Scream's echo. Yeah, I got nothing. Okay, so things that matter, probably the first word in every sentence. Oh, and it spells hearth, I just realized. So that's fireplace. So yeah, that's definitely one of the things that matter. The word thriller probably matters, and maybe the last letter of every sentence matters, but it's kind of a stretch. Don't know what this sentence does. Don't know what this sentence does. And I feel like this sentence is just telling me that I should think about all of the sentences or something. Okay, anyways, let's look around for fireplaces. But I feel like we've already tried to interact with the fireplaces, no? And like nothing happened? Or did I miss one earlier? There's one here. The examine text doesn't really say anything interesting. There's another one over there, which is not lit. Am I tripping or was that lit before? I feel like this was lit before, no? Okay, so maybe we just have to light it up again? Nothing interesting happens. Okay, let's check the note again. Okay, nope, don't think that helps us. Don't think that helps us. Don't think this helps us. Okay, the examine text says the exact same thing. There's not a humidity issue because the candles are all lit this time. Maybe we just have to put some logs in here. Although I don't think that would be the case because once again, we didn't get an axe somewhere in this mansion, so I feel like this is not going to work. Okay, nope. Okay, well, let's look through our inventory and see what might be useful here. Not the notes, not the log, almost certainly none of these runes. Don't think the ash will do anything. Okay, didn't think so. Don't think the axe will do anything either, or the pot. Definitely not the bow. I'm not even gonna attempt the bucket. The knife, I don't think so. The dagger, no. Wait, actually, hold on. Razor sharp like a gemstone is the blade of my knife. Surely this doesn't do anything, right? Like how would a knife even interact with a fireplace? But it is one of the hints, so fuck it, let's just try it. You use your knife to pry open a loose brick from the fireplace, revealing a secret panel. Okay, yeah, fair enough. That's very Edgar Allan Poe of them to do. Oh, okay, I can search it now. You find a panel of switches inside the hidden compartment. Each switch is crafted from a different gemstone. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. SDZEOR. Let's see. SDZEOR. Okay. Pretty sure that's it, right? SDZEOR. There's a clicking sound as the compartment in the fireplace unlocks. Sick. You find a key hidden inside the fireplace. Okay, that wasn't so bad. The knife on the fireplace kind of caught me off guard though. Okay, so now we gotta look for a sapphire lock somewhere. I want to say that's the mirror room that we saw earlier. Yeah, okay, it is. Alright, not sure what. Oh, okay. Cutscene. Show yourself, you coward. How does my guy know he's here? Oh shit. You know, I don't think this is a boss fight because he doesn't have a level, so I'm guessing I don't actually engage him in any direct combat. So we meet at last. I have to say, I'm impressed you worked out my riddles. Well, maybe you aren't as smart as you think you are. Oh, really? All the dead bodies suggest otherwise. And what did you do to stop them? Nothing. People think you're some big hero, but you're not. All you adventurers are the same. Nothing but opportunists. I mean, he ain't wrong. I'm just here hoping to get some combat XP, so... What are you going on about? Well, I did have this big speech planned out, but quite frankly, I don't really think that you're even worth the effort, bro. So, this is the end of the line for you. It is time for the final act, the showdown, the finale. Let's see if you're up to the challenge. Can I not just, like, kill this guy? Like, he's literally right in front of me, and I'm, like, geared up. Let me just... okay, whatever. We're just gonna let him hide in another wardrobe? Okay. Alright, well, let's see what else we can do in this room. There's some candles here. They're all lit, though, so not that. I'm guessing we search the ward... Oh, what the f***? Oh, I can't even search these wardrobes. Did this one just glow black? Or am I tripping? Okay, I'm probably not tripping. Oh, I think it just did it again. What happens if I stand in the way of this? Oh, this one glowed black too. Do I take damage from these? Let's see. I do not. Okay, well, there's a mirror here, so I'm gonna guess that I pushed the mirror. Oh, okay, I can't go any further in that direction. Okay, the mirror reflects the knife. Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense. I guess this is the boss fight. I just push mirrors until he KOs himself with these darts. Oh shit, I gotta do it kind of fast though, otherwise I actually miss out on being able to retaliate. It's kind of intense, low-key. Damn, I keep messing up the timing, dude. Okay, well, at least he's like halfway to death. Oh geez, Alright, yo, honestly, this is a little bit sweaty. Or maybe I'm just really freaking bad at this, I can't tell. Okay, sick, he's dead. I think I may have underestimated you. You've lost at your own game. And now it's time to see who you really are underneath that mask. Take it off, Shaggy. Some cute blonde chick, okay. No, you? But why? Why on earth would you kill all your friends? Why beg me to come here and help them? Oh, it's freaking Abigail. That's the chick we talked to at the start of the quest. You just don't get it, do you? So big-headed. So used to having to be all about you saving the day. Well, I'm sick of it. What do you mean? Adventurers, you're all the same. Everything always has to be about you. I don't understand. Of course you wouldn't, because you can't see past yourself. Believe it or not, I used to be like you. I'd hear about some damsel in distress too, and go to help. To have my moment, for me to be the hero just for once. But you and every other darned adventurer, every time I get there to help, it's too late. Crisis solved, disaster averted, reward claimed. Every time you and those other adventurers steal my moment, but not this time. This time it's all about me. I'm the star of the show. Me. Well, not any longer. The show is over, and there will be no curtain call. Oh, but there's always a curtain call. Evil laugh. Oh, I'm guessing that's the guy that pretended to be injured. Of course, every good show needs a good supporting actor. Now, take off your mask, darling. Take a bow. You've earned it. Of course, my love. Aw, shit. You? But how? Your body was basically split in two when I saw you. I saw your wounds. No, what you watched was just what we wanted you to watch. A masterful display of genjutsu, if I do say so myself. But what's in this for you? Everyone loves the limelight, and who better to share it with than my beloved Abigail? But your friends? They didn't deserve to die? Perhaps not, but neither did I deserve to be cast back into the shadows when I deserve the limelight. Yes, while we deserve the spotlight. And now I have my starring role. Ayo, chill, you mean our starring role. Gillinor will forever remember this night and what I have done here. Oh shit, he's getting cheesed. No, what we have done. Quiet, Huey. This is my moment. No. This is supposed to be our moment. It isn't just all about you either. We were in this together. Oh my god, stop ruining things. I've worked so hard for this, and I am not going to let you take it away from me. Well, I'm not going to be pushed aside either. We were both in this as equals. We were never equals. How could you possibly compare to me? You egotistical, selfish... Oh,
An ally has been slain.
You know, I think I like this version of Romeo and Juliet a lot better. It wasn't supposed to be like this, but you just couldn't let me have my moment, you idiot. I loved you. Alright, this could be my chance to take advantage of the situation. Send it, big head. Oh shit, oh, okay, boss fight. It would be wiser to use the killer's knife rather than my own weapon. I guess? Okay, whatever. Doesn't even really have any stats, but fuck it. Oh shit, okay. It's kind of a cool animation though. Well, thanks Sarah Doman, that's over. Now I should get out of here. Wait, are they just gonna stay on the ground like this? Like forever? It's kind of funny. Oh, that's so cool. Look how my guy walks now, dude. That is scary as hell, man. Imagine this guy running towards you. Jeez, dude. Oh, another cutscene. You'll never escape me. What do you mean I just killed you, bro? I just killed you. You dare try and ruin my moment? Huey is dead because of you. Now it is time for you to join him. What the f***? Wait, I thought she died. You're not killing anyone else? Man, I gotta get me one of these wardrobes. Wow, that was close. Mandy, how are you alive? I watched you get stabbed through the heart. I did get stabbed, but I was born with a rare condition called dextrocardia. Dextro what? Dextrocardia. It means that my heart is on the right side of my chest, not the left like most people. So when the killer thought they stabbed you in the heart, they actually missed? Well, missed the heart, yes. I did still get stabbed though, and I'm actually feeling kind of woozy. Oh yes, right. You should sort yourself out. I'll wait outside of the house after seeing to this stab wound. You should come talk to me there. It doesn't look like I get to keep the murder weapon, which is too bad because stats or no stats, it did look pretty cool. Oh hi, I passed butter. What's up? How you feeling now? Much better, thanks. And lucky to be alive, thanks to you in no small part. Well, we saved the day as a team, so thank you too. Here, I found these in the wardrobe when I was seeing to my wound. I don't want them, so please, take them. Alright, so 600 crafting XP, some gems. It's not that bad. No combat XP, unfortunately. No biggie, though. I'm just gonna kill some cows on this account until he's decently strong, and then I guess I'll head on over back to Toffpilled and redo Misthalin Mystery. Alright, so I'm back on Toffpilled now. I did end up hopping on over to Runelite and spacebar and all of Misthalin Mystery via Quest Helper. I mean, considering the fact that I just did the quest like 20 minutes ago, I think this is fine. Also, I did mess around with a couple of the plugins just to see what RuneScape Plus would look like, and yeah, it's basically not even the same game. I mean, the graphics are just insane on this version, and the plugins are insane too. For example, there's one that syncs your data directly to the wiki, which I assume would be really useful if I was using the wiki. There's even another one that satisfies your misanthropy by hiding all the other players in the game, and an entire weather simulator, which I find to be the coolest one. The skybox is also crazy too, like some of these areas even have simulated nighttime. So yeah, this is basically RuneScape Plus. Anyways, I just wanted to share some of those plugins in case people didn't already know about those. That being said, I don't think I'm actually going to switch over, even for the graphical plugins. Maybe it's just Stockholm Syndrome, but I kind of like the retro feel of the official client. Alright, so it says that to start this quest we have to talk to Reldo, so let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Hello there, Toffpilled. I'm in search of a quest. I don't believe there are any here. Let me think, actually. Ah, yes. I think I have something if you're definitely interested. Star Shield of Arav? Of course. Well, if you look around for a book called The Shield of Arav, you'll find a quest in there. I'm not sure where the book is, mind you, but I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Great, thank you. I mean, to be honest, I was going to search all these bookshelves anyways, so 2 birds, 1 stone, I guess. Also in the corner, I see another inconspicuous item. I'm pretty sure in the past I've seen a inconspicuous rock next to the fountain in Draenor Village, as well as an inconspicuous bush next to Miss Schism in Draenor, so something weird's going on with these inconspicuous items, I just don't really know what. Okay, you find a book called Shield of Arav. Aha, exactly what I was looking for. Alright, let's see. You know, a couple of episodes ago we learned that Arav left Avaraka to find some sort of artifact from the Majorat, and I wonder if this is it. Okay, Arav is probably the best known hero of the 4th Age. Many legends are told of his heroics, most notably his role in the defense of Avaraka against the zombie hordes of the Majorat Zamoragal. Oh, we've heard that name before. One surviving artifact from the 4th Age is a fabulous shield. The shield once belonged to Arav, is indeed known as the Shield of Arav. For over 150 years, it was the prize piece in the Varrock Museum. Dude, I wonder if Arav actually stole the shield from Zamoragal, and Zamoragal invaded Avaraka to get the shield back. Or maybe that's a bit of a jump. However, in the year 143 of the 5th Age, a group of thieves known as the Phoenix Gang broke into the museum and stole the shield in a daring raid. As a result, Misthalin's ruler at the time, King Roald II, put a $1,200 bounty, or gold bounty, which was a massive sum of money in those days, on the return of the shield, hoping that one of the culprits would betray their fellows out of greed. Alas, this tactic did not work. I guess there's honor amongst thieves after all. Many years after the original theft of the shield, a rift resulted in a splinter group of the Phoenix Gang forming their own criminal organization, the Black Arm Gang. Okay, so when I was a kid, I was in the Black Arm Gang, I remember that. Reports of which of the two gangs ended up in possession of the Shield of Arav were inconsistent, so the location of the shield is sadly unknown. However, King Roald III has recently declared that the reward for its return still stands. Ooh, okay, so I get some money out of this quest, which is dope. And I guess the current ruler of Misthalin is called King Roald III. The king that we keep seeing in all of those paintings spread across Misthalin are probably him or his dad. Okay, so the quest log says I should talk to Raldo again. Hello there, Toffbuild. Okay, I've read that book about the Shield of Arav. Then perhaps you now have your quest? I think I do. Do you know where I can find the Phoenix Gang or the Black Arm Gang? No, I don't. However, I hear that Barak, the fur trader in the market, has had connections with the Phoenix Gang and the Black Arm Gang. There are rumors that they are based in the southwest corner of the city. Charlie the Tramp can tell you more about it. He knows that part of Varrock well. Thanks. I'll get to it. Alright, well, I know where Charlie the Tramp is. He's right here, so let's go ahead and see what he has to say. Spare some change, Gov. I'm looking for the Black Arm Gang. Funny you should mention that. Rumor has it that they have their headquarters right down this alleyway, though if I were you, I'd be careful about messing with them. Do you think they would let me join? You never know. You'll find a lady down there called Katrine. Speak to her, but whatever you do, don't upset her. I don't really know how effective this hiding spot is, considering that I just walked in here, completely unarmed, without a key. But what do I know? I'm not some criminal mastermind. What is this place? We are a completely legitimate business. Can I help you at all? Okay, well, I don't want to piss her off, so probably not option 1. I'm looking for fame and riches, and you expect to find that up the back streets of Varrock? Keep dreaming. Alright, maybe let's try option 1 after all. I've heard you're the Black Arm Gang. Who told you that? Everyone knows. It's no great secret. What? You must be joking. Oh no, not at all. It's so obvious. Even the town guard have caught on. I see. Well, say we were the Black Arm Gang. What would you want with us? Yeah, I'm trying to get jumped in. How unusual. Okay, let's say we are who you believe we are. Do you think we'd be recruiting people who just waltz in here saying, hello, I'd like to play? Hey dude, it's not my fault your security sucks. I don't know. What would be the alternative? Watching local thugs and thieves in action, perhaps? How do I know I can just trust somebody who wandered in here? Well, you can give me a try, can't you? I'm not so sure. Thinking about it, I may have a solution, actually. You may have heard of the Phoenix Gang. I hear they have a very nice weapon stash not too far from here. We're fresh out of crossbows, but apparently they have plenty. Now, if someone were to acquire a couple for us, it would be very much appreciated. Sounds simple enough. Any particular reason you need them? Let's just say there's a local merchant who is refusing to pay some very reasonable, keep your life pleasant insurance rates. So you're planning to murder him? Him? No. However, I hear that the local law might soon be finding a crossbow belonging to the Phoenix Gang in his home. I also hear that a similar type of crossbow might soon be used in a murder on the other side of the city. Now, are you going to keep asking questions, or are you going to get us those crossbows? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's just become a criminal for hire. Great. Apparently the Phoenix Gang's weapons stash is somewhere to the east. Ask that tramp outside. I'm sure he'll know more. Alright, pretty straightforward so far. Any idea where the Phoenix Gang are based? Sure. I know everything there is to know about the city. I'd be happy to tell you for 10 coins. Okay, I guess we gotta get some money from the bank to bribe this dude first. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that sounds fair. You give 10 coins to Charlie. Perfect. Now, listen closely. The Phoenix Gang can be found east of here. Take the southern alley past the Blue Moon Inn and look for a building owned by the VTAM Corporation. Their main hideout is in that building, with their weapons stash being 2 buildings east of it. Good luck getting into either without being a member of their gang, though. Without being a member of their gang, that might be problematic. Well, your best bet would probably be to find somebody who isn't a member of the Black Arm Gang and get them to infiltrate the ranks of the Phoenix Gang for you. Someone? Like who? Well, there's plenty of other adventurers beside yourself. I'm sure if you asked one of them nicely, they would help you. Little does this guy know that I've created my own custom quest companion who only has one purpose in this life, which is to help me get through this quest. Alright, so we gotta look for a building southeast of the Blue Moon Inn, and there's a weapons stash 2 buildings east of it. Alright, so this one has a VTAM plaque, so it's definitely this building. I'm assuming that the weapons stash is right here, although I probably... okay. I didn't think I'd be able to get up here unless I was a member of the Phoenix Gang, but whatever. There's a cat here that tries to claw me away whenever I try to pet it, so maybe I should just chill. And some NPC called Wizard Gary that I've never seen before in my life. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, it's a child. If you're a wizard, are you doing anything magical? Always, but I'm not looking for assistance from passing adventurers if that's what you were thinking. Maybe another time. I'm Gary, the wizard. I've not actually been qualified for very long, so I'm living near the rune shop so I can keep practicing the magical arts. I seem to be raising a cat too, ever since some local lady persuaded me to buy one off her. It's kind of a weird dialogue option, but whatever. Is the cat supposed to help you get runes too? No, I know there are places where people think it's normal to swap cats for runes, but that will not happen to Suki. Okay, anyways, it doesn't seem like that's the weapons stash location, so perhaps this building? Doesn't look like it, although there is a searchable shelf with nothing in it. Okay, didn't he say 2 buildings east? Oh my god, I went west. Yikes. Alright, 2 buildings east, so I guess it's either this one or this one, depending on how they wanted to find buildings. This one looks freaky as hell. There's a chaos altar here, though it doesn't really seem to tell me much besides that it's an altar devoted to Zamorak. Some books here too, nothing particularly interesting. Don't think the crates have anything either, so... There's also a pretty creepy looking altar slab here, and judging from the examine option, I'm assuming people have been sacrificed here before, so a little bit freaky. Anyways, I'm guessing the weapon stash is probably this building then. Yep, doesn't seem like I can get in. Okay, so I think at this point I'm going to hop back on over to the quest companion and then infiltrate the Phoenix Gang that way. Okay, so I'm back on I Pass Butter. I progressed through most of the quest. I did forget to record it, but to be honest, nothing particularly interesting happened. It was mostly just a repeat of the dialogue that we had already gone through. Basically, I killed some guy called Johnny the Beard, which was that Sons of Anarchy looking dude that we found all the way back in like episode 5. And I got an intel report from him. And the most interesting part about that was that he mentioned, or rather the intel report mentioned some archaeologist and a barge with like treasure or something. And doesn't seem like it's part of this quest, but I did see a barge near the location that he was talking about. And I can't see where it goes, but it's definitely something to check out later. I did manage to get half the shield. It was just in a treasure chest in the Phoenix Gang hideout. And I found the weapon stash, but was unable to take the Phoenix crossbow because apparently it's Straven. So that means I gotta kill this level 23 weapon master. And I'm only level 15, but I think I should be fine just because I have like the entire Outback Steakhouse in my inventory. All right, let's give this guy the hands. Dude, these daggers actually attack fast as hell. Maybe daggers are actually better weapons than swords. Not that I would ever use them anyways, considering their size. Like, they're just a bit too small, and there's no way for me to compensate for my patty without having one of those sexy long swords. How do I actually get one of these crossbows to my other account, though? I don't think the game allows you to multi-login, or at least they didn't used to let you multi-login from the same IP address, so I guess I just have to do the old drop trade trick. Let's give that a try.
5 minutes later.
Alright, so just out of curiosity, I did actually try multi-logging, and looks like it's totally fine. So I'm guessing that Jagex has changed its policy towards multi-accounting since 2006. Not really sure how to get the Phoenix crossbow from the quest companion, though, since I can't actually trade the guy.
A few moments later.
Looks like I can just use the crossbow directly on my other character. Alright, now that I have the crossbow, it is time to head over to Katrine and get access to the Black Arm game. Also, I gotta say, it's kind of confusing switching windows back and forth between these two characters. Thank God there's a follow function, otherwise I don't think I would enjoy this very much. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Katrine. Have you got those crossbows for me yet? Hell yes, sis, let's frame some people for murder. It seems you're more skilled than I originally gave you credit for. Consider yourself a member of the Black Arm gang. I suggest you now go and familiarize yourself with the rest of the gatehouse. Alright, sick. I'm gonna go ransack the hiding place now. So I'm guessing like the Phoenix Gain hideout, one half of the Shield of Arov is probably somewhere here. Doesn't look like it's in these chests. Can't go through that door. A lot of random crates lying around. I mean, this thing kind of stands out, so perhaps it's here? Though it looks like I need a key to get in. Let's just try it anyways. Oh, alright, well that was pretty easy. Alright, so I mean, I have my shield and my quest companion has the other shield. How do we both turn the shield in? It's kind of confusing. The quest log says I should take this to the Varrock Museum to see if it's genuine, so maybe let's start there. How did I do this as a kid? I actually don't remember. I think perhaps I used the shield on the museum guy back then. I don't think I actually remember this place as a kid, which is strange because I do remember finishing the Shield of Arov as a kid. Anyways, let's talk to the curator here. Hello there, I'm here about the Shield of Arov. The Shield of Arov? The museum has been searching for that for years. The late King Roald II offered a generous reward for its return. Well, I'm here to claim it. You found the shield? Let's have a look then. You show the shield half to the curator. This is incredible, but where's the other half? Well, I obtained this half from the Black Arm Gain. I wonder if the Phoenix Gain might have the other half. That sounds plausible. We'll have to hope that another adventurer can recover that half. So will I be rewarded for recovering half of the shield? I'm afraid the reward is only for the recovery of the full shield. However, what I'll do is write you out 2 half certificates. If another adventurer returns the other shield half, I'll do the same for them. The 2 of you can then swap one of the half certificates to make a full one each. Take that to the king and he will grant you your reward. Oh, so you can talk to the Misthalin King in this game. Okay, I got 2 half certificates. Alright, I'm just going to repeat this process on I Pass Butter. Alright, sick. Now I'm going to use his half of the quest certificate on myself. I'm going to use my half of the quest certificate on him. Pick this up. Have him pick the other half up. And then... Can I just put it together, like without glue? Can I just... Okay, cool. I can just magically anneal them together. Quest log is saying that I should talk to the king now, so let's go ahead and do that. So I don't think I've ever actually seen the king before, so hopefully he's not too difficult to find. You know, these people really should get better security. Like, I should not be able to just walk into a king's room without any sort of background check. I mean, look at I Pass Butter. This dude's got a dagger and everything. Greetings, your majesty. Yes, citizen. Do you need something? I'm here about the Shield of Erev. You show your certificate to the king. My goodness, this is for the reward offered by my father many years ago. I never thought I would see the day when someone came forward to claim it. Well, it was quite the undertaking. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the power of friendship. Well, in that case, it's only right that you both be rewarded. I will grant half the reward to you and half to your companion. That means 600 coins for you. Enjoy it. You very much earned it. Sheesh, 600 coins? I will take that. Anyways, I do think we have enough footage for an entire episode. Also, we are almost done all of the free-to-play quests, which is freaking awesome. I think next time I want to try taking on Black Knight's Fortress and Prince Ali Rescue, since I'm pretty sure that both of them involve you being like a spy or something. So yeah, I will see y'all next time.